Hey guys, this is D-Train with Raised by Sharks, and today I'm going to be giving you a new build video. Now today's build revolves around the Zorah Magdaros Gamma set, which just recently came out. It makes use of the old critical status set bonus that it used to have, but now it's on higher end armor so that it's more viable for actual endgame content. Now to start with, I would obviously recommend using some kind of blast weapon. I'm personally using the Empress Dagger Sticks, which are the Lunestra dual blades for the Xeno'jiiva tree. I'd probably recommend a different kind of Lunestra weapon, just because it's whatever you prefer, but something with blast, just because this build's going to have blast attack in it. Let's start off with the helmet. The Zorah Headgear Y gives you a large slot, 2 windproof, 2 critical eye, with very solid defense. The chest piece, Zorah Hide Y, gives you 3 small slots, as well as 2 tremor resistance. The gauntlets are the Draken Van Braces A, which give you 2 medium slots, 2 critical eye, and attack boost. The waist is the Nergigante Coil B, which gives you a medium slot and 2 attack boost. The legs are the Zorah Spurs Y, which give you 2 blast attack, 1 critical eye, as well as a large and a medium slot. So you can kind of see where this build's going towards. You will need a lot of jewels for this build for it to be very viable, but I think at this point in the game a lot of people have some rarer jewels that they can slot in here to make it a very good build. So now we can do this total skills. This is also including any other random jewels I just threw in there. You obviously can switch out them as you like if you want to customize the build any way you want to. But the way I have it set up is that it's going to have critical eye 7, attack boost 7, windproof level 2, tremor resistance level 2, blast attack level 3, which I'll get into in a minute about the missing jewel slots at the very bottom. 2 weakness exploit, which should really be 3, but again, missing jewel slots at the bottom. I'll get to that a little bit. Critical boost 1. Agitator, Marathon Runner, Spare Shot, Razor Sharp comes from the Empress Dagger Sticks. So now I would recommend having another Tenderizer Jewel as well as a Critical Boost Jewel. Now as I have the jewels right here, the 2 you have in the weapon are kind of just interchangeable. That's why I kind of threw in the Challenger and the Sprinter Jewel, just because they're both good for dual blades. Then we get down to these bottom 2 slots. You're really going to want to have another Tenderizer Jewel and another Critical Jewel here. That way you can really optimize your damage to its highest potential and really take advantage of the affinity of these weapons. You're definitely going to want to use at least some kind of status if you're not using blast, because the critical status bonus you get from the 3 piece of armor is going to make a big difference on how often there's explosions, how often you paralyze, and etc. You can keep going and going, and it just makes it so much better to use status weapons. It makes it way more fun. Now, I know normally I wouldn't really put out a build like this if I'm missing some jewels, but there's some higher level jewels. I already have a couple of the ones that I needed. I was just a little short at the very end for having my 3rd Tenderizer Jewel and a 2nd Critical Jewel, but they are rarer jewels. I'm sure someone out there has plenty of jewels to go around. I mean, to be fair, I only even have 1 to 20 attack jewel because you know how rare those are. That's pretty much it for this video, guys. It's a very strong build. It's great for any kind of blast weapon or any status weapon, but it's just the blast attack built in obviously tends towards blast weapons. But overall, it's a very good build. You can customize it a few different ways if you don't want to go the affinity route. You can customize it to have a little bit more tremor resistance and windproof to help you against specific monsters. But overall, it's a very solid all-around build for offense. It's not a defensive build, as you can clearly tell. If you like the video, leave a like. Let us know down in the comments what kind of build you want to see. You want to see more with the Zorah Magdaros armor since he's brand new. You want to incorporate maybe a little bit more of the Behemoth stuff, because I use the Behemoth gauntlets in this one. Make sure to let us know in the comments. Alright guys, I've been D-Train, and don't forget to subscribe to Raised by Sharks.